Hi, this is Dallin Stringham, and I'm just talking about the Speed of Trust Core 1 assignment, the chapter reading, and I just love to jump into things. So, the definition for integrity that I gave was really interesting, honestly, because I've always thought of it as just honesty is what integrity is, but he really went into so it's integrity is when a person has no gap in between behavior and intention. When someone is whole, seamless, and the same on the inside as outside. So there's kind of three pillars that he gave. So that one's congruence. Then there's also humility and courage. And the congruence one is really interesting because it shows that you are consistent and consistently holding to your values, which I really like. From there, the humility is also really nice because, in a way, it's in the sense of, when you're wrong, like the Roddick example of the tennis match where the guy got the ball out on his side, but he knew that he actually missed the ball. It was in the lines, and so he actually told the ref, he was like, hey, the other guy didn't get it out. Like, that is having humility in a way because you are admitting to being wrong or missing something, which is a super important part. So that's like the more humble side. And on the other side of things, you have the courage side, which is much more about like, I'm willing to stand up for my values even when things are hard. And when you have all three of these pillars together, it makes a really like kind of perfect definition of integrity. Because I like how he says like, just being purely honest about every single thing, point blank, and just having that alone isn't really like the best, because at that point like you just kind of say everything and there's no nuance to it, there's not really any genuineness to it. It's just a purely mechanical form of just like I just say everything as it is basically. And so I really like how he incorporates those three pillars of humility, courage, and congruence. And as far as promptings and things that I felt from this, I mean, really just I want to know how I can better keep the commitments to myself, like kind of those three sections. So keeping commitments to yourself, what do I stand for, and how can I be more open and transparent with people. And I think I do a really good job of being open and transparent with people, and I'm very willing to be open and honest about what I'm feeling, what I can do, how I can help, and telling the truth. When it comes to what I stand for, that's a big one because I think it was very interesting. I had an internship over summer and I was in Florida for a while, and there were a lot of interns that some of them were doing some stuff that wasn't great as far as honesty, and also like I don't drink, that's just part of what I don't do. And so everyone was drinking all the time, and so like I got to have the opportunity to stand up for my values and be consistent on the inside and the outside, which was really cool. But as far as standing up for, like I even had some times at BYUI where I've had to stand up to close friends or to others, just being like, hey, like call it out, things out where I see it. So I really want to be willing to hold to that. And then also I think keeping commitments to myself and saying, I want to do this, I'm going to set this goal, I want to be here. And saying I want is great, but you also have to do. And so I need to hold myself accountable to the actions that I want to do, as far as like getting my homework done on time and spending X amount of time working on my talents, like piano, for example. And so I think practicing working on all those is going to be an interesting thing, and that will be good. But great chapter, great reading, and an amazing book. I'm so grateful for this, and it really changed your perspective. Thanks.